ladies. This is Tony from Freedom at the Crossroads. Welcome to the Undomesticated Woman, helping women everywhere look better, feel better without the pressure of o.p.e, other people's expectations. Today, I just want to touch on something that's been resonating with me. I've been doing a lot of reading. As you know, we did have a segment with Michelle Arnold, one of the authors in Unleashing Her Wild. And with that, dealing with, issues that really resonate with women, issues of overcoming, issues of being undomesticated, of shaking off the expectation of other people, moving beyond perceptions of other people, moving beyond restrictions and restraints that have been placed on us as women historically. And today I just want to talk about something within the same ballpark, and that has to do with, in 2019, what story are you telling yourself as a woman that is keeping you in your current state, keeping you on that hamster wheel going nowhere, that is keeping you on the altar of o.p.e, other people's expectations? And this just came to mind just from a number of conversations I've had with women lately, both online and offline, as well as some other fempreneurs, as well as some authors from Unleashing Her Wild. And there seems to be a prevailing theme, and that is breaking through constraints and restraints that have been put on women historically, power plays that women have fought to overcome, breaking the glass ceiling is one of them, and moving past various obstacles that have been placed in our paths as women in order to dominate and control us. And in one of those areas, when I speak of that, I'm talking about such things as women's reproductive rights. And that has largely to do with controlling who owns your body. And as a human being, no one, no force, no entity has any dominion over you, your body, your essence, than you, the one who occupies that body, that essence. And so when I'm speaking of today, when I talk about what story are you telling yourself today as a woman in 2019 that is keeping you in your state, I'm also speaking to what forces you have allowed or are allowing to usurp your power as an individual, as a human being, as a woman. These are questions I feel we need to be asking ourselves, and we need to find the courage to address if you want to really affect change in your life, especially as we move into a new season, as we are actually in a new season right now. But when I say another new season, I'm speaking of next year. January is right around the corner. And if you don't want to continue spinning your wheels on that hamster wheel going nowhere, if you don't want to stay in that state, your only option is change. And like I tell all my ladies, all my clients, I say you must make a decision, get a plan, take action. You must make the decision to reclaim your power, reclaim who you are as an individual, as a woman. And you are the one that must make those choices. Because if you do not awaken, if you do not become truly self-aware, and when I say self-aware, I mean you're honest and courageous enough to face what situation you're in, look at it, look at the state you're in, and ask yourself the hard questions. Is this a place where I want to stay? Am I happy here? Am I fulfilled? Is my life moving in the direction that my soul calls for? If any or all of those questions has the answer of no, then you must make the choice to change that. And if your choice is to remain where you are, that's still a choice. You cannot then project that onto somebody else via toxic femininity, pulling other women down like crabs in a barrel because you're unhappy with your state and unwilling to change your state. And so you start projecting that negative and twisted mindset onto another woman who, thinks she has it together. That's your defense mechanism. And then you begin to tear down other women around you because of your unwillingness to address your own internal issues. I am so sick of that. And I'm so sick of a society and culture, that's being perpetuated. And I think some of it is unintentional, but the structures have been put in place in order to corral and control women historically. So you have to make the choice to break that and be willing to face opposition. You're going to get pushback from that because let us be real. For anyone who is benefiting from your disempowerment, guess what? When you start reclaiming your essence and reclaiming your power, setting boundaries and saying, this is not acceptable, this is not me, this is not for my highest good, guess what? You're going to get pushback. And I truly believe, and I have even talked to some women who've actually been honest enough to admit it, they don't want to, for whatever reason, they've made the decision not to confront that. And so they shrug their shoulders and say, that's life, or that is the lot of a woman. Or, if I do this, if I do that, I don't know if I can make it out there on my own, without a man or without my husband, I just have to accept the way things are. I've actually had women tell me that from different cultures. I've had women, different cultures myself. I come from, a more or less traditional African background from Nigeria on my father's side, and the traditional Southern background on my mother's side. And one thing that was consistent in both is the control and domination of women in one way or another, through punishment, through guilt, through shaming, through whatever kind of control mechanisms, culture has adopted and deems appropriate to control women. And so I too had to ask myself, what story am I telling myself in 2019 that is preventing me from attaining my highest self, from obtaining my highest purpose? And I'm on my own journey as well. But my passion is to help my sisters wherever they are in this world to reach their higher self, not to look back on life in regret because you did not achieve what you were supposed to achieve. Your destiny, your power, your essence, the gifts that you brought to this plane of existence that you are meant to unpack, and only you can do that. And so I leave you with these thoughts of reflection about what story are you telling yourself? You are the creator. Remember that. Rise, my sister. It's time to break the wheel. This is Tonya from Freedom at the Crossroads, helping women everywhere look better, feel better without the pressure of o.p.e. It's time to break the chains. It's time to rise up. You've still got time. You can start right now. Till next time. Bye-bye.